Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. So today I decided to do a video a little bit different here on my channel. I don't usually do a lot of talking sit down videos, but I decided to do this video for you guys today. So since it is August and school is approaching, especially college. If you didn't know, college students go back a little bit earlier than high school students. But I decided to make this video for you guys today. So today I'm going to be talking about my experience with college and kind of the truth about college and what it's really about, and I'm going to throw in some tips and life advice for you guys. I just think this is a really nice video to do, especially since I just graduated college. I know what it's about. I literally just graduated like 2 months ago, so I've been through all 4 years, so I know a lot about college and what to look forward to and what to stay away from. So I decided to make this video for you guys if you guys are going to college. You just graduated high school and you're looking forward to seeing what it's all about. I'm going to tell you about my experience and some life and tips. So if you guys want to see what college is truly about, then let's get straight into the video. So a little background story about me and college life. I think I mentioned this in a previous video, but I'm not entirely sure. If you guys don't know, I just recently graduated from Monmouth University, which is a college in Central Jersey. So I did stay in my home state. It was about an hour and 15 from where I'm from, so it was like far enough but close enough just in case I needed to go home, which was perfect. And also I was a D1 track and field athlete, so I was a student athlete while I was in college. So I kind of was brainstorming with this video and I wrote down a ton of tips and stuff on my phone. So I'm going to be reading from my phone and kind of just like glancing at that just to look for references. But I wanted to start out by saying that high school and college are very different. Obviously that's kind of like a no-brainer, but what I'm saying is high school classes are a lot different than college classes. High school classes, obviously, they're all day long, they're draining. Oh my god, I hated that. And then I loved college that you only go for like an hour and like 15. You got like 2 or 3 a day at the most, and then you literally go for like 2 hours a day and you're done school, so it's awesome. But they are a lot different when it comes to curriculum. College classes you definitely have to study for. They're so different from high school. I remember when I was in high school, classes kind of came easy to me. I mean, I had to study and I definitely did have my all-nighters, trust me, but I didn't have to work as hard as I did in college. College was so difficult for me because it was just a completely different way that the classes ran. It was a shorter time period, so you only had a semester, which was like 3 months of learning everything. So literally professors are going to be throwing information at you, at least 5 or 6 chapters, and it's a lot of work. At least with high school you got like 1 or 2 chapters, you got a quiz on that, and that's easy. You can literally memorize 2 chapters versus 7 or 8. So college is definitely different, and I definitely had to change the way that I studied in college. Definitely had to study way more, so just be prepared for that. College is definitely harder and it's there to challenge you. I mean, high school was too, but college is definitely there to challenge you more. So be prepared that you are definitely going to study more. Some people got away with it. I mean, I wasn't one of those people that could just look at the material an hour before and ace the test. That was not me at all. I had to study like a week and a half before, memorize everything, because I just couldn't do that. There was a kid that I knew that literally, me and my roommate, we literally used to talk about this all the time. There's this kid in our major that would look at the dang study guide 10 minutes before the exam and would get a higher grade than me and my roommate, and we would be studying for like a week and a half. It was so frustrating, but you will find those people in college that can do that. I personally wasn't one of them, so I definitely had to study way more in college. Another thing that I annoyingly realized in college, you will not use 3/4 of the books that the professors tell you to get. Honestly, if I remember from college, I think I used 2 books out of the bajillion credits, 128 credits that I took. I literally used 2 books, and I think I maybe looked in it once. There was a book report that I had to do for one of them that was required, and then another one I had to like reference something for a paper. Literally did not use half the books that they told me to buy. And that sucks because you spend so much money on books. I remember spending, I mean, I know there's different majors had different amounts for their books, but mine weren't always too expensive, but some were like $300-400. That's insane for a book that you're never gonna freaking use. So I would try renting, I would try getting it off of those. There's some websites that literally sell it for cheaper options. Sell your books. Oh my god, that's what I'm trying to do now. I have literally a box. I'm looking at it right now because it's still in my room. I have a box of just full of my books, and that's just wasted money that I literally never use, which sucks. So I I don't know, towards my junior and senior year, I realized not to buy the books until like the professor was like, Noel, you need to buy the book, which rarely ever happened. So they'll give you a syllabus like the first week that you have your classes, and they're like, okay, 3 books you need. First of all, one of them is usually a professor, they wrote the book, so they want you to buy the book. And then the other 2 are just recommended, which you'll never use. So I always wait until like the professor's like, no, you literally need to buy the book, because sometimes classes, you'll have required readings. And I did have that for some of my classes. I had required readings, so I needed to get the book because I would get tested on them. So those are the type of classes that you need the books for. But if you're gonna be sitting in a lecture for an hour and 15 and I'm gonna be learning everything that I could learn in the lecture versus the book, why do I need the book if I'm gonna be learning in a lecture? So be prepared to spend money on books that you're never gonna use, but you do it wisely. I would say wait until they tell you like you literally need to get the book. One thing I regret about my college experience is that I didn't do more in college. I mean, don't get me wrong, I was extremely active with clubs and stuff. I mean, I was a D1 athlete, so that took up most of my time. But I was in a club for my major. It was for Homeland Security and Criminal Justice majors. I was the vice president of that. So I was really involved. I did study abroad, so I was a part of their peer leadership program where I got to like talk about my experience and all that. I would go into classrooms. So I was really, really involved in college, but I'm talking about with like friends and stuff. I mean, obviously college is about partying and stuff like that, which I really wasn't about. But I wish I went and did more. Like I wish when my friends were like, come over, let's just hang out and watch a movie. I was like, no, I'll just watch a movie in my bed. Like I'm fine. I wish I did that. I wish I did that more. And it stopped doing that as I moved off campus. I mean, on campus, that's why I recommend freshmen and sophomores to live on campus, because you really do learn everyone, you make friends, and you get involved the most when you live on campus because you're surrounded by people. When you live off campus and you have your own house, you're kind of like living on your own. You don't really want to go out. And me and my roommate were definitely one of those lazy people that we would sit in our beds and just watch Netflix all the time. And we would take advantage of those opportunities. And we wouldn't take advantage of those opportunities. Like, I wish I did more with my friends. I mean, towards senior year, you definitely look and you're like, oh my God, we only have how many more months until we graduate and we're real people. So we did definitely do a lot. We went like mini golfing and stuff like that, bowling nights. Like those are the type of things that you're gonna remember from college. They sound lame, and every college kid wants to go drinking and blah, 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 stuff like that. But like, you don't remember half those times. I mean, sometimes you do. Some parties and sometimes like that you do. But the times that I went mini golfing with all my friends, me and my roommate and all of our friends, we went bowling, like those are the times and nights that I'm gonna remember the most, and that's what makes me miss doing them, and I wish I did them more throughout the years of college. So when someone asks you to do something, think about it. Say, listen, you're not gonna remember the nights that you're watching Netflix. That show is great now, but it will not mean crap to you in 2 years. So go out, do more, say yes to more things. Honestly, college is all about saying yes to certain things. Be freaking careful with that phrase. Say yes to those adventures. Go take a random trip. Like I remember one night, this was one of the best nights. I took a random trip to Philly with 2 of the girls on my team. Like that was one of the funnest nights. It was literally like 1 o'clock in the morning. And we drove to go get Philly's cheesesteaks at like 1:30 in the morning. It was one of my favorite memories, and those are the types of things that I'm talking about. Say yes to spontaneous adventures, do things that like you wouldn't normally do, stuff like that. But be careful with that phrase. Don't take it out of context, please. So my next thing I want to talk about is study abroad. I think this is such a big part of this video for me because I did experience it. Oh, I'm getting chills. Oh, I miss it so much. Right now is like the time that I would be coming back from study abroad, and it was the best experience of my life. I can't even stress that enough. It was the most amazing, remarkable thing I've ever done with my life, and I do not regret going at all. So let me tell you a little bit of background story about my study abroad experience. So I always wanted to go. I knew since I got into college, I wanted to go to Italy. I wanted to study abroad there, but I couldn't because I have track both semesters, fall and spring, so I couldn't study abroad during the school year. So the only time that I would be able to go was in the summer, which kind of sucked. I wish I could have gone for longer, but I am so grateful for what I've got. But I just like never did it. I never was like, Noel, like just do it. I never went into the study abroad office. I just kept hearing about it and I was like, yeah, I'll do it. And one day I remember I was sitting in my Spanish class and I'm sitting there and I got an email, I think from the study abroad office. It was like one of those ones that they sent to all the students. And it was about like England or something, but I looked at it and I was like, you know what? Screw it. I want to do this. So I literally left class. It was right across the road from the study abroad office. So I walked in and I talked to the coordinator and I was like, listen, I want to go to Italy. How can I make this possible? And she's like, you're so late, but I can still do this. I can make it possible for you. You just have to get all your payments in by Friday. And it was Wednesday. And I was like, okay, my parents are gonna love this. So she made it happen. She did everything for me. She didn't say no because I was literally like 3 months late for the deadline. Because I went in the summer and I like went to her in March and I was like, and the deadlines were like December and I was like, she made everything so possible. So it's never too late. Go talk to people. They want to make your dreams come true basically. And she knew that I really wanted to go. So I studied for a month in Florence, Italy. If you guys didn't see my study abroad video, I'll leave it down below. It is literally one of my favorite videos I've ever made on my channel. It brings back so many memories. It brings me back to that time that I was, and I'm so happy I made that video, not for YouTube purposes, but for myself. I'm so happy that I had that video to go look back on and say, like, I did all this. Oh, I miss it so much. It was one of the best experiences. So I went throughout Italy. I went to Venice, Florence, I went to the south of Italy, Capri, Positano, Sorrento. I went to Switzerland for a weekend. That was literally my favorite thing. I went to Interlaken, Switzerland. I jumped off cliffs in south of Italy. I went cliff jumping in Switzerland. I went paragliding in Switzerland. It was literally the best time of my life in college, and that is my favorite memory from college, hands down. So if you ever get the opportunity to go study abroad, make it happen. There are people there in the office to help you make it happen. If you can't afford it, they'll literally help you, trust me. So go talk to your study abroad coordinator and just go. It's the best experience. Going by yourself too. I went by myself and I was like, I'm so scared because me and my roommate were supposed to go and she couldn't go because she had an internship requirement for our major, so she couldn't go with me. And I was so nervous to go by myself and not know a single person on this trip because there was all like the sorority girls that went together, which was fine. They all went together, but I didn't know any of them. So I was like literally by myself. I ended up making the best friends ever, having the most memories. Go study abroad. I'm telling you, you won't regret it. It'll be the time of your life. Now that my rant about study abroad is over. So I'm gonna get into a topic a little bit more serious, and I gotta be so dang careful how I'm gonna say this. But drugs, alcohol, and sex are so present in college. I mean, the movie's kind of portrayed a little bit differently. It's not like you walk on campus. Well, I don't know. I went to a really small school. This is from my experience. I went to a small D1 school. I didn't go to like University of Miami or like Alabama. So I don't know how those schools roll, but I had a really small school. So I mean, I didn't get that like huge college experience. But movies definitely portrayed it a little bit differently. I mean, like, yeah, there's parties, yeah, there's underage drinking, but it's not as, like, crazy and wild as, like, the movies portray it to be. But when it comes to this topic, you just need to be careful how you do it and what you do. I'm just gonna say the people that you surround yourself with, you become. You are who your friends are. Surround yourself with people that you want to be like. I mean, I had my experience with drinking and all that in college. I mean, it wasn't really for me. It kind of lasted a hot minute. But everyone does it. You just have to be careful. I'm such an advocate for not drinking and driving. That is one of the hugest things that I realized from college. Everyone does it in college, and that is the saddest thing to me because, oh my God, you're putting your life at risk. You're putting other people's life at risk. Be careful who you get in the car with. Make sure they're not drinking. I was always the one that drove just because I never wanted to put myself in that situation. I didn't care about drinking that much. I did not give a crap if I needed to go drink that night. I wanted to be the one that drove and drove my friends home, so I knew they were safe and I knew I was safe. I'm just gonna say be careful. Be careful. There are people that are going to steer you wrong. Just remember who you are. I mean, I'm not gonna tell you not to drink because I'm not gonna sit here and like lecture you about drinking. Oh my God, I'm not your mom. But just be careful how you do it. You can have fun in college, just be careful. There definitely is drugs and roofies and stuff, and I know multiple people that have gotten roofied in college. Just be careful. Drink your own drinks. Bring your own. Know what you're doing. Be aware of your surroundings. Be aware of everything. Just be careful, please. Oh my God. So I feel like everyone knows that topic. I'm gonna stop that there. Just be careful. Stay true to yourself and know your boundaries, basically. So now I'm gonna get into clubs, organizations, and team sports. So I was so active in high school. I literally did so many clubs. I did about like 10 clubs. I'm not even kidding. It was way easier in high school, by the way. I was like student council. I was class president. did like freaking 5 sports, glee club. I literally did so much in high school, and I knew when I went to college I wanted to do more of that because that's who I was. I loved getting involved and I loved doing that, and that's what made those experiences in high school a lot better because I did those things and I got involved. So I'm just looking down and seeing what I wrote. So definitely find your thing. Everyone has a thing, whether it's like a video game club, chess club. I was in a Homeland Security club, so do one for your major. There's film club, there's music, there's literally everything that you could possibly do. I know some schools have a freaking Quidditch team. I wish my freaking school had a Quidditch team. Oh my god, I would have joined that so quick. Like, every freaking college has so many different clubs and organizations that you can join. There is something out there for everybody. So I always like to tell people, get involved. Don't be one of those people that just go to class, go home, go to class, go home, eat lunch. Like, be active, get involved. That is what's gonna make your college experience memorable and so much fun. So find your thing, find what is yours, and join the club. I'm telling you, get involved. It is one of the best things to do in college, and you have a ton of free time in college. That's another thing. High school, I mean, like, you did all your clubs after hours of school, but college, you have so much downtime. You go to class for like 2-3 hours a day, and then you're done. Like, you have so much free time to do. Join things. I'm telling you, it'll be more fun and it'll make it more memorable. So I learned this so quick my freshman year. I packed way too freaking much. Oh my god. Even still to senior year, I still packed more than I need to. I learned very well by senior year, but freshman year, I packed, oh my lord, I packed like 2 huge bins of shoes, my entire freaking closet, because I thought I'd be like, yeah, I'm gonna be cute in college, I'm gonna look cute, I'm gonna do my hair every day, do my makeup, wear cute dresses, which I did sometimes, but you will learn real quick in college. 99% of the time, you'll be wearing sweatpants, your hair up, no makeup, with a big hoodie going to class. And that is like the attire of college, and that is the best thing about college. No one gave a crap what you looked like, because some people have 8:30s and it's like, you're not getting up at 6 o'clock to do your hair and makeup if you have an 8:30, trust me. Trust me. So one thing I learned about college is like, no one really cares what you look like. I mean, those days where it's like fall is coming, spring is coming, everyone likes to look cute for those like 1 or 2 weeks. But the majority, everyone wears sweatpants, yoga pants, Ugg boots, like literally, like, it's the greatest thing about college. Everyone looks like a bum and no one cares. Literally, no one cares. So what I'm saying is, you're not gonna use half the stuff you pack. So I packed more of like decor. So I would say pack more decor, candles, all that stuff, your makeup. But clothes, cut down the size of your clothes. I mean, by half, by literally, like, also the closets are not that big in college either. But bring like 10 staple shoes. Like, there's some nights where I want to wear heels, some nights where I want to wear sandals, a different color sandal. Like, those are the options I bring. Like, one's brown, one's black, whatever. But I brought like 10 pairs of heels. I'm like, I didn't even wear heels in college. Oh my god, I didn't even wear half of them. So just be careful what you pack. I'm telling you, you're not going to use half the things you pack. I'm telling you. Another thing I learned about college really, really quickly when I got there was, you're going to make friends, you're going to lose friends, you're going to lose relationships, you're going to make relationships. It's the part of life. High school's over, college is starting. I know when I got into college, my high school friendships just kind of dwindled. It really, nothing happened. It's just we grew apart. Everyone went separate ways. We were different colleges, we were different states. Like, sometimes those work. Sometimes those friendships work, but for us, like, I had so many friends in high school, and just, we grew apart. You don't talk in college because you make new friends. It's about life. I mean, when I see my friends from time to time around my town now, since I'm home, I mean, we say hi, blah, 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 but like, you know what I mean? It's not the same because we haven't seen each other in 4 years. But just realize that that's part of life. You're gonna make and you're gonna lose friends. It's just part of life. But I made some of the best friendships in college, hands down, and I've met some of the greatest people in the world from my last 4 years. My roommate will literally be my maid of honor, my ride or die, my girl forever. I love her so much. She's literally the same person as me. We graduated with the same major. We cried together multiple nights because we just oh my god, in college you're gonna cry a lot. You're going to cry a lot, and wine will be your best friend once you're legal. But she was always a girl that I could go to. We had the same similar things going on in life. Everyone has something going on, and we had similar things going on. She understood me, I understood her. Oh my god, I can't be more thankful for my roommate Bree. She's my best friend in the entire world, and you will make some of the best friends in college, I'm telling you. Especially since if you go to clubs and organizations and join a sorority or a sports team, like those are gonna be your friends. Those are gonna be your ride or dies for life. You're gonna be with them forever. They're gonna be your lifelong friends. So that's another reason why I tell you guys to get involved, because you're gonna make a ton of friends, and those are gonna be the people, there's like hair on my face, and those are gonna be the people that you are gonna be friends with for the rest of your life. And on the lines of love relationships, some won't work out, some will work out. I know I had a relationship in high school that went to college and it didn't work out. It just didn't work out. You'll meet new people. You meet new people all the time in college, especially if you go to a bigger college. I met my boyfriend my freshman year of college, and we've been together now for 3.5 years, and I love him so much. So you will definitely meet new people. Like I said again, friendships and relationships are going to end. You're going to meet new people. Don't be discouraged. Look forward. Everything happens for a reason, and I live by that statement. That is so cliche, but I really, truly, truly, truly believe that everything happens for a reason, good and bad. It's there to teach you something, and at the moment you might be sad, but God's plan is there to teach you something, and I don't regret anything I ever did in my life, good and bad, because it was there to teach me something, and it was a lesson, and I am who I am today. So don't be discouraged if you lose people in your life. They were there to teach you something, and maybe it wasn't God's plan for them to be in your life forever, but they were there to teach you something. On the lines of the roommate situation, I'm not going to talk too much about it because I had such a horrible experience. You are going to experience bad roommates. Some people get the glory of not experiencing that, but I personally wasn't one of those people. They're gonna happen. But all I can say is if you aren't getting along with your roommate, you guys are just butting heads, I would say talk to your RA, which is like the head person of your dorm room. And I would say, hey, listen, like me and my roommate, we're not working out. I gotta switch, I gotta do something. Don't stay in that situation if you're not happy, if you're uncomfortable, because that's how most people transfer or just are unhappy with their like college experience. If you're not happy with the roommate, move. It's so easy. I mean, yeah, it's a pain in the butt to remove all your stuff and go to a different dorm room, but if you're unhappy with who you're living with, talk to somebody, tell them you want to move, and they'll make it possible for you. And the last thing I'm going to talk about is know your priorities. College definitely is such a life lesson, not when it comes to classes. Classes, you're not going to learn a thing from classes. I think I had 2 classes out of all of the 128 credits, which there's 3 credits per class, so I took a ton of classes. I think out of 2 classes that I took at college, I learned something. Other than that, it's just book knowledge. You memorize a date from a long time ago for like a day, and then you will never remember it again. But there are some classes and there's some lessons that you will learn from college that are life lessons. And one of the things that I learned from college is know your priorities and know how to organize and schedule. I'm now such a scheduling person. I literally cannot live without my planner because I will forget everything. So I have a huge planner in my purse, and everyone makes fun of me, but hey, that's how I remember things, and I'm never late. It is so easy to get wrapped up in the college life so quickly. When it comes, you just moved out. Like, you're on your own, you're living on your own, you're with your friends 24/7. It's so different from high school. So it can definitely be hard to figure out your priorities. So your number one thing when you're going to college is your classes. You're spending money on classes. You're spending a ton of money on classes. So you need to go to class. You need to pass those classes. You're wasting money if you fail classes. So you need to budget your time accordingly. If you know you need to study for a test, study for that test rather than going out with your friends. It's all about budgeting your time. There's times where you can go out with your friends, go to half-apps. I know I did that a ton of times, but there's times where I was like, no, I have a paper I have to write. I need to do it. And if your friends don't understand, they're not in your best interest. College is about passing college. So you don't want to waste money. So know your priorities, balance out your test schedules, your paper schedules, write down things. That's how I stay prioritized, because if I have everything right now and I know what days I need to do things, budget your time with your friends, your relationships. It definitely was harder for me because I also had a sport. T1 track and field definitely was a job in the best way possible. It was one of the best experiences that I could have ever had from college, but it took up so much of my time where I had to learn how to prioritize, because if I didn't, I would fail tests, I'd forget about papers. I had to learn because I was busy on weekends because I had meets. 6 a.m. I had lift. 2:30 I had practice for 2.5 hours. So those are times where I need to figure out, okay, I can't do homework now. I have to go eat. I need to go to class. Blah, 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 blah. Just learn how to prioritize. Put your education first and then see where you can go with after. Hang out with your friends after. Do all that. So I think that's all I have to say about college, really. I mean, it all really depends on where you go, and everyone's college experience is different, so mine isn't going to be the same as yours probably. But I want to share my experience with you and tell you some tips and tricks and just get you a little bit prepared. But everyone's college experience is different. But everyone is going to have ups and downs in college. There's going to be some of the greatest times of your life in college, and there's going to be some of the worst times in your life at college. You just need to surround yourself with people that truly love you and will be there for you through the ups and downs. And I couldn't have lasted in college without my roommate Bree and my boyfriend Cash. I would have been an absolute wreck if I didn't have those two in my life to just bring me through the good and the bad times. Especially my roommate Bree. We lived together and she knew everything about me. We lived together for 2 years. Like, I couldn't have done it without her, and you need to find those types of people in college, and you will. I'm telling you, you're gonna find your family in college. But I wanted to show you some pictures from my college experience just to get you guys excited for your college experience. You guys can take some pictures and make memories. That's another thing. Don't forget to take pictures, as many pictures and videos as possible. You want to look back in your phone and look at all of the memories that you have with your friends. Me and my roommate, we just did that the other day. We looked through our Snapchat of like saved videos that we never posted, and we have some of the funniest moments together, and those are the videos and pictures that you're going to want to look back on when you get older and you want to reminisce in college life. But overall, I really hope you found this video helpful and informative. If you guys have any questions about college life, feel free to ask me down below. I can answer any questions for you. I went through my 4 years. I did my dues. I paid my time. So I know a lot about college because obviously I graduated. I went through 4 years. So if you guys have any questions, feel free to ask me down below. I will answer anybody. And I really am excited for you guys to experience college life. And it's so exciting. Congratulations on graduating high school and moving on with your life and starting a new chapter in your life. It is so exciting. And you're going to change so much in your 4 years and learn so much about yourself in the next 4 years. And it's going to be so exciting for you guys. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. And if you guys did like this video and you guys do like me, please give it a thumbs up. I'd really appreciate it. And then don't forget to hit the subscribe button down below so you guys don't miss any more of my videos. Good luck in college, and I really hope you guys have a great time wherever you choose to go. And I will see you guys really soon.